From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Tuesday, August 9th, 2016. Silver is trading at $19.62 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,332 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $595. Antiwar.com reports with more U.S. airstrikes backing them, the Libyan Unity Government, one of three existent self-proclaimed governments of Libya, has reported new gains in the city of Sirte, which they are contesting with the Islamic State. The forces claim to have seized a number of guest houses near a convention center. The U.S. began airstrikes on their behalf last Monday and carried on into Tuesday. After that, the offensive stalled, with the Libyan forces insisting they were resting before another push. It's unclear how many guest houses they got, but it doesn't seem like a huge gain in the important city. Sirte is an important city in Libya's oil-producing industry and has been held by the Islamic State for quite some time. Several factions have attacked the Islamic State in the area recently, believing that winning the city would go a long way towards international backing. The U.S., long keen for involvement, threw itself behind the most recent faction. The Unity Government is not huge, however, controlling the least territory of the three forces and commanding forces, which are mostly made up of the old Petrol Facilities Guard, forces who were meant to protect export sites and were never meant to conquer cities. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. UPI reports the sudden death of a 10-year-old Kansas boy on what is believed to be the world's tallest water slide is stirring questions about whether amusement and water parks should once again be regulated by the federal government. Caleb Schwab died at Kansas City's Schlitterbahn Water Park on Sunday as he rode the Verrückt slide, which carries riders nearly 170 feet off the ground at its highest point. German for insane, the Verrückt is in the Guinness Book of World Records as the tallest water slide on Earth. Investigators are still trying to determine what led to the boy's death and how he got on the slide in the first place, since he may not have met the ride's minimum height requirement of 54 inches. Swimmers who ride the slide are strapped to a multi-person raft with a safety harness before it plunges 17 stories and quickly climbs back up a roller coaster-style hill before dropping another 50 feet on the other side. The boy was also the son of a Kansas State representative, Scott Schwab. The unexpected accident shut down the entire water park on Sunday, and it remained closed on Monday. Park officials indicated that it would reopen on Wednesday. Another effect that has come with the boy's death is the question of whether potentially dangerous rides at water parks and amusement parks ought to be regulated by federal government inspectors. The Kansas City Park said it has a regular daily inspection routine. In 2115 New England, there are no borders, no states, and no regulations, yet never has a more peaceful and prosperous place existed. But Mr. Drake's security company has seen better days. Faced with the prospect of waning power, Mr. Drake intends to replace the anarchy of New England with a government. But at what cost? Will anybody care? And can anyone stop him? Anarchy in New England by Joe Jarvis is available from Amazon.com and all major bookstores. Reuters reports Delta Airlines canceled hundreds of flights and delayed many others on Monday after an outage hit its computer systems, grounding planes and stranding passengers on one of the world's largest carriers at airports around the globe. Atlanta-based Delta, the second largest U.S. airline by passenger traffic, said it had canceled 451 flights after a power outage that began about 2:30 a.m. Eastern Time in Atlanta. The disruptions dealt a blow to Delta's efforts to use its recent success in avoiding flight cancellations to win over corporate and leisure customers. With Monday's outage, Delta now joins rivals Southwest Airlines and American Airlines among airlines that have suffered flight disruptions during the past year due to data system malfunctions. The financial impact from Monday's flight cancellations was not yet clear. Delta said passengers booked for travel August 8th through 12th would be entitled to a refund if their flight is canceled or significantly delayed. The airline said late Monday it would provide $200 in travel vouchers to all customers who experienced a delay of greater than 3 hours or a canceled flight as a result of Monday's disruptions. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.